Hello everyone, welcome back to the Power BI tutorials. In this video, we will be working with cards in Power BI. So the first thing that must come to your mind is what is a card. So a simple definition of a card is that it is used to visually classify the information. Suppose there are hundreds or thousands of records in a table, but you want to show some important stuff to the people, then you can easily use a card. It is used often in dashboards, like you must have seen wherever there is some kind of information being shown to you. Usually it is shown in the form of cards, that is the quantity, that how much is the total amount or what is the average amount, etc. And then there are some of the graphs or the maps to support that data. So this is what is the usage of a card in Power BI, and we can see that how can we create a very simple card. So let us start with the video, and here is my Power BI page. You can see these different types of grid lines. So if you want to make sure that these grid lines are also visible on your screen, you can just go to the view tab and make sure these grid lines are on, or you can just turn it off like this. So I'm happy with the grid lines on, so I'm just going to keep it on, but it totally depends upon you. Then I'm going to show you that how to create a card. So for that, card is also a form of a visualization that is present just above this R script visual in the visualizations pane, and you can just click on it and a card would be added. Now the question is what information you want to add in a card. Suppose I'm working with the orders table right now. Then I have these different types of options with me, and I want to show that how many total sales were done according to that table. So I can just drag the sales option into my fields value, and you can see that yes, I am getting the total number of sales made. So 1.92 million rupees worth of sales were made, and I'm able to see that information in a classified format, in a kind of a visual format. So that is a card. Suppose you want to show some other stuff, you can just again go to a card, you can add another card, and you can just add any other thing. Suppose I want to add a profit over here, and you can see the profit is added. That would give me the total number of profits, that is how much profit I have made in 1.92 million sales. So I have made this much of profit over here. And suppose I want to add any other card, so you have to click outside first of all, make sure none of the card is selected, and then you can click on card, and then only your card would be added. Then suppose I want to show that how much discount did I give, so I can just click on discount option, and I would be able to see that how much discount did I give in all those sales. So this is the quantity of the discount that I gave, and this is the total number of sales made, and this is the total number of profit. So these are basically the cards which we have created, and you can see you can easily align them with the help of these guides, which would guide you that where you should set your cards so that it looks good in viewing. Now these are for the general things, that is for all the records that are present in our table. Suppose we want to show that data in some other format, like we want to show this data on the basis of a chart. So let us just add a stacked column chart over here. We can just apply it like this, and then we are going to drag something. Suppose let us drag region, and let us drag sales in the values. Okay, then what happens is we are getting the sales for that particular region. Now the data is associated, or it is depicted in the form of a region. It is visualized in the form of a region. Now if I just click on East region, then what happens? You can see as soon as I clicked on this East region, these three card values changed. Now it is showing this much amount of sales, this much amount of profit, and this much amount of discount. The reason why we are getting this data is because this chart is linked with these three cards, and since I made a selection in this chart that I only want to see the sales for the East region or the values for the East region, what I'm getting is the data for the East region, that is the total number of sales done in the East region, total number of profit obtained, and the total number of discount given. In the same way, if I suppose click on the west region, then the data again changes, central region again, south region again. If I click outside, then also you can see the south region is selected currently, so its data is shown over here. You can just control click on more than one option, like right now I control clicked on central region, so the data that is shown over here is of both the central region and the south region. Similarly, you can just select 3 regions or even 4 regions as well. So that is how the cards are created, that's how the cards are linked with the visual, and that is how you can just create a very simple dashboard for yourself to just represent all the information that is being shown instead of having to write tables and all. Now this was how the charts are linked with say a visualization that is known as a chart. We can create other visualizations as well. For that, what we are going to do is simply delete this chart and bring out a table. So this is our table, and let us drag some of the values, some of the fields in the values, like we want sales of course, and these sales we want to be associated with the product name. Then what happens? Yes, with the product name. Then it may take a second or two, and then you can see that these are the sales for the product name classified by the product name. Now if I just click on this first option, then what happens is I'm getting the value for that particular product, like how much sales were done for that particular product, its profit and its discount. So whichever visualization you bring it on over here just below the dashboard, all of your cards would be associated with that particular visualization. Okay, be it a stacked column chart, be it a table, or be it a map. It can also be associated with a map in the similar way. So I'm not going to just reiterate the same thing again and again. Now you must have noticed one thing, that all the 3 values that I just dragged into the cards are actually number values, like sales has number data, profit has number data, and discount also has number data. So it is no hard and fast rule that you can only just grab the items with numerical data. You can also drag them with some other data, like from a textual data. So suppose we have region for the textual data, we can just grab it in the field section. Then what we are getting by default is the central region. Suppose we just add any other card, we add another card, and then again we just drag and drop this region field, then what happens is we are getting again the central region. But if you want to change this stuff, suppose you want to change the region from central to say the last region that was present. 3 regions were present in our data, that is central, east and west. Central was C, that is arranged alphabetically. So central was the first, W for the west was the last in alphabetic order, so we are getting west in the last region. Suppose you want to show some of the say details, then you can just go to count, and what would it do is it would get you that how many total records are there. So in our data 1952 records are there. That means this is the total number of the records that we have got in our data or in our table. That is actually the number of times the region has occurred in our table. Or if you want to make sure you want to see that how many regions are there, then you can go with this count distinct option, and what will it do? It will just show you the distinct count of the region, that is how many regions were there. So actually there were 4 regions, I think, must be central, east, west and south. Yes, there were 4 regions that we just got in the chart. So this would give us the count of the regions. If you want to know, you can just get the count of any of the data that you want. Similarly, we can work with other things as well. Suppose we just go back to our number card and we try to apply some things. So these are the different types of the values that we can apply, like the sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, distinct and count. This would again work similarly, that is count would give you the number of the profits or the number of the total number of the records that have the value of profit, and these standard deviation, variance and median are actually the advanced values which we would be learning later on. then here we can actually get the percentage of the profit, but that would not work right now because we are getting only a single criteria. There is no criteria, that is we are filtering the records out of the total number of criteria. So that would give you 100% every time, so it would not work right now. But if you want to get a percentage of the profit, then this percent can work very well. And if you want to remove this field, you can just click on remove field, and this card would be by default stored to default. So if you want to just grab something, you can just grab it. Suppose I want like country over here, then what happens is you get the list of the first country that is present over there, and again it is a card. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching.